So we're saying they've got these 3 bottles. The value of these 3 bottles will change with time. In my example, let's just assume the price of a bottle changes monthly. That's how your vested pot will change. It changes with changes in your salary, it changes with your age. So your actuarial factors increase with age. So your vested pot on 31 September will be lower than your vested pot on 30 September, even though it's based on the same 3 years. It's because your actuarial factor on 30 September, you're now a year older, it's a higher number. With my analogy, we are saying that every month, the price of this water increases. So even though you're entitled to these 3 bottles, the price will increase, meaning that your balance will increase. Now, let's look at what happens currently. If you resign, you can take all of these 3 and drink them all, but the taxman will come and they'll say, okay, I've got a basis that I use to tax you on this water. We tax you on your withdrawal tax tables. If you reach retirement age, you get paid, part of it will be paid as a pension, part of it will be paid as a lump sum. And the lump sum is taxed at the retirement tax tables, which is different from the withdrawal tax tables. And your pension is taxed as your income, so it's taxed at your pay-as-you-earn rates. Now we've got a new law, and it's a new law for everyone. 1 September going forward, 1/3 of your benefits will go to a savings pot, 2/3 to a retirement pot. So let's look at someone after 3 years from 1 September 2024. They'll have 1 year / 1 bottle in the savings pot. They'll have 2 years / 2 bottles in the retirement pot. So they're not allowed to touch this retirement pot. But now we're saying you can come forward and take a sip from this savings pot. So let's first ignore the option of you taking a sip. Let's say this person retires at this point in time. So it was 6 years of service in total. Maybe that 6 years is a bad example, but okay, it's fine. When they retire, what are they going to get paid? The rules currently say that if you have less than 10 years in your vested pot, when you retire, you get paid a lump sum equal to your actuarial interest. So you will get paid all of these 3 bottles as a lump sum. And it will be taxed at your retirement tax tables. You will get paid a gratuity from this pot, which is based on 1 year of service, in my example. You start getting paid a pension, which is based on 2 years of service. So if you pay close attention, we're saying now you've got 3 service periods. You've got a vested service, you've got a savings service, you've got a retirement service. Now let's complicate the example a bit more. I forgot to say this, just assume that all these bottles are full. Now you come forward and you say, I want to drink half of this bottle. When you reach retirement, you already drank half of this. We cannot pay you the full bottle anymore. You already drank half of it. So when we calculate your benefits, you're still getting paid your vested pot 3 years, you're still getting paid your 2 years there, but because now you have something lower here, you're no longer being paid, you're getting paid something lower. In my example, you're being paid half a year. And it's only affecting what you get as a gratuity from this pot. What you're getting as a pension will not change, whether you withdraw from your savings pot or not. Your savings pot is only going to affect what you get as a gratuity. Now moving on to your tax treatment. If you decide to drink from the savings pot, because the taxman does not want you to be drinking once you're still working, they've said, we're going to tax you as if it's part of your salary, so it will be taxed at your marginal rates. But if you wait and drink on the weekend like we want you to, we will tax you at a different rate, which is lower. Whatever you get paid here we've locked it in the top floor. You're not going to access this. up until you retire. So we're going to tax you at a lower rate. This, we can't change your union agreement for you, so we'll tax you on the same basis. If you come before retirement, it's on the withdrawal tables. If you come at retirement, it's on your retirement tax tables. That is Two-Pot in a nutshell. What is in your vested pot? You will be taxed according to how you're taxed currently. What is in your savings pot? Everyone will be taxed according to their marginal rate, and that will be a different rate for everyone because we don't know what you earn. Someone who's a lower earner will have a lower marginal rate than someone who's a higher earner. So we cannot say that everyone will be taxed at this rate. We can also not say how much you lose for everyone when you withdraw, because that depends on how much you have in that pot. So if you have 30,000 in this pot and you take out 30,000, you're losing that full year of service. If you have 30,000 and you're taking out 10,000, you're losing 4 months or a third of that year of service. But if you have 300,000 and you're only taking out 30,000, you're losing 10% of service, which will just be a couple of days. So it depends on what balance you have. There is no one size fits all to say that for this one rand, this is how much of what period of service you lose. And then again, to reiterate, whatever you take out from here will penalize you here. This will not be changed, this will not be changed. What you take out from your savings pot is going to reduce what you get as a gratuity at retirement. But your pension will be untouched, and what you get from your vested pot will be untouched. Hopefully have shared more clarity on that matter with this example.